Ron's accomplishments are many. He is not only one of the founders and leaders of the house system at the school, he's also a prefect, he's a mentor. He is the student who started our robotics club. So he saw a need, he was very interested, and he sought out a teacher who became a staff advisor, and he's the one who formed the robotics club.
I think opening a robotics club definitely had a huge impact on a few individuals, because it was really an opportunity where I was able to expose certain people to the field of robotics. Just about 2 years ago in a student advisory council, when we were discussing inclusivity and student involvement, the idea of a house system was brought up, and this was a system where students would be assigned houses and they would work together to earn points and compete against the other houses in the school. We had a food and clothing drive in the winter where students would work together to donate as many items as they can for their house. And together we managed to raise or to get over 400 food and clothing items for charities.
I am in intermediate eco team. I lead the junior and primary eco team. I go to intermediate and junior choir, and I help out Friday's morning recess in alto sax with kids that need help. I played on the intermediate girls basketball team, and at areas we got 5th. And I help out with the juniors and grade 4 girls basketball team. I was a member of the first reach for the top team that Oscar Peterson had, and we got 2nd in, I guess you could say, areas.
She tried out for every team, she's tried out for every club. She's incredibly musical and very modest about that. She sets goals for herself, she works hard to reach those goals, and trying out for and making teams and clubs, performing in music. She works really, really hard for everything that she does, and she knows how to be successful because of the result of all that hard work.
I think in the school, I've been able to kind of make school a little more engaging for students, not only just through the clubs that I'm leading, but just through the events that I organize that are to benefit the school. I think in terms of community, I've been able to kind of just help out community members, whether that's through just like a breakfast volunteer that I run or like the restaurant fundraiser that I've done. There's various issues that I'm very passionate about, with some of them including like world hunger and poverty or homelessness or just mental health. All of those issues are things that I'm very passionate about, and I think that's what drives me to be involved in those things, like volunteering for various organizations.
I consider Nicole a leader, and I think what defines her leadership is the amount of time she puts into other people. I think that the accomplishments that she's had have all been about inspiring others and motivating others and impacting the community. Nicole's incredibly passionate about the things that she does, and I think that reflects in the work that she does.
In grade 9, I didn't take school and its opportunities very seriously, and now I try and take advantage of the opportunities and experience school gives me. My accomplishments at school have been getting my certifications and finishing high school, working in a group with others, and doing community work, cutting down trees.
Trent in the EOP program is one of the main guys to start a task. When given a task, he's the guy that's going to be responsible to ensure that it gets started. He's also one of the guys who is great with maintenance of machines and being able to problem solve when there's a situation with something needing to be repaired. My biggest joy in teaching Trent has been the growth that I see, especially over here in the EOP program, and the feedback that I get from his classroom teachers is just that he's growing as an individual and he's becoming a great young man, and the fact that he is wanting to improve on a daily basis.
Of all my accomplishments, I'm most proud of the work we did with HP because we used 3D printers and we made paws for all the members of Girls Get It, and we also made a fire emblem for Varley. We also got to do a task where we had to pick an idea to help someone with a disability, and my group chose blindness, and we decided to make a tactile keyboard to help people who can't see. The Upcycling is a club where we turn old things into new things. Spout mats are bags that we made out of milk bags. Younger students will be able to take them outside and use them for outdoor activities.
Rianna's been at Fred Varley since grade 5, and she's a member of the Girls Get IT Club. She's a member of the coding club. She is in the band. In grade 6, she was a member of the eco team, and she won a silver medal for us. And she is entertained and informed us in her singing in her school assemblies. She's actively involved in all facets of Fred Varley. She's in our band, our choir, she sings in assemblies, she's in the Girls Get IT Club and our Upcycling Club.
My accomplishments at the school include leading our school's Spirit Day, which is an anti-homophobia day, and also our Wellness Day, which focused on teaching people strategies to help them relieve stress. And I also worked on Black History Month, and I got accepted into our district school board's Regional Student Equity Committee. The thing that motivated me to achieve these things was that I remember one week I was hearing a lot of homophobic and ignorant comments at my school, and then my teacher and nominator asked if I wanted to be a part of the equity committee called Students for Change, and I realized that it was a great opportunity to change that mindset at my school.
I could just see from the way that he's so dedicated to making those changes and for bringing awareness for the LGBTQ community, which to me was honestly the biggest accomplishment because it's an area I've seen a lot of need in our school, and not really has there been a child who wanted to really advocate for that. And it's the kind of thing where it's going to be his legacy leaving the school that he's in grade 8, and that our school will continue to have discussions and continue to celebrate that part of our community.
I started on athletic council in grade 9, then I transitioned into becoming a peer mentor, and then I was also on student council and a part of Relay for Life. I loved Relay for Life because it reaches beyond the walls of the school, and you get to have a greater impact on such an event that's so important and so meaningful. You're raising hope and to find that cure, and so Relay for Life has definitely been something that I'm the most proud of.
As student council president, she has done a great job in having ongoing events and leading lots and lots of events to keep lots of different students throughout the whole school community busy and active and engaged. Carries a huge course load, learning lots of stuff, but also being involved in Relay for Life. She's doing the SHSM program. She does her own volunteering, coordinates the Relay for Life. So she's very, very busy, always on the go, getting lots done for herself and for people around her.
As one of the staff advisors, I've been able to work closely with her and see all the amazing work that she does behind the scenes. And in addition, with Relay for Life, she's really hit the ground with fundraising and planning events and getting people involved. So again, going back to those values.
The things that I do because I care about people and helping people, and I want to make a positive impact, but at the end of the day, they don't have to know it was me that helped accomplish that, as long as their lives are better and they're feeling better.
I am very blessed to be a Special Olympics athlete in track and field, swimming and speed skating. In 2019, I was qualified to go to the Provincial Winter Games in Sault Ste. Marie. I have skated 4 events and won 2 gold medals and 2 silver medals. I volunteer in the school library and played piano in music classes. Even if I am not first in class, I can still do well if I try my very best. I hope I will be a provincial athlete in all my sports. I would like to represent Canada one day at the Special Olympics World Games. Maybe I could be a coach in the future.
You can see the dedication in him and wanting to achieve better things and wanting to be better. Not only does he show out with hard work and dedication that you can accomplish great things, but he's also a great leader for special needs. He's teaching the students here how to interact with them, how to be more accepting towards them. Even despite his differences, they still seem to see the person. They don't see his differences anymore, and I think that's a great thing.
Jaden's involved in a lot at our school. She's been in school musicals for the last 2 years. She fundraises a lot. She has done a lot for her friends in the school. She tried out for volleyball. This year she took a new risk and tried out for the badminton team, which was something new for her.
I've been in the school play for the last 2 years in a row. I read with primary students and I bring the kindergartens to the bus. I've helped at the bake sale this year for the grade 8 grad. I've helped out with the musicals to raise money for them. Out of all my accomplishments, the one I'm most proud of would be teaching everyone about my alopecia. I'm proud of this accomplishment because I was able to teach people because they're not aware of this condition.
An adjective to describe Jaden would be kind, first and foremost. She's just one of those students that you don't get to see a lot. She's constantly saying hi to people in the hallways, asking if anyone needs help. How's your day? Even just a smile. I find it makes a big difference in the hallways, and we wish more students did that. The school would be a much better place.
Bernavin has accomplished a lot of things here at Cedarwood Public School as an athlete on the boys basketball team and as a leader on the student leadership team and as a general helper and advocate for his classmates.
I also try to see myself as someone who is helpful because I always tried to help people out for schoolwork, if they need to work on their game, for basketball, for example. And, for my homework help program, which I've started with a few other students, where we help younger children with homework. I like to see that as a sign of helpfulness, an example.
Everybody recognizes his empathetic nature, his willingness to help and to lead, and he's completely changed the tone of the classroom and the hallways in the school.
I'm most proud of my Relay for Life experience, being a part of student council for all 4 years. I was a member at large in grade 9, and then I became secretary grade 10, YRPC rep in grade 11, and I'm currently vice president. I'm a part of the Relay for Life committee in partnership with the Canadian Cancer Society. We did that for 2 years, and we raised over $100,000.
I nominated Alyssa for Celebrating Student Success because she is a caring, hardworking, and respectful student leader within the school, and she has really made the King City community a much better place through her involvement with student council and through the Relay for Life initiative that we have had at this school. Every time we have a student council meeting or every time we have a Relay for Life meeting, we set goals. And there's nothing that's going to stop Alyssa from meeting that goal once we make that goal a reality, and she gets results. So every event that we have is planned to a high degree of effectiveness, and also it's executed to a high degree of successfulness. And a lot of it is because of Alyssa.
I nominated Amanda for the Celebrating Student Success Award because she has had a tremendous impact to Aurora High School. One of Amanda's biggest accomplishments at Aurora High School has definitely been the development of the first robotics club.
I'm president of our Empowering Students Partnership, where I run events like our Tulips for Autism or our toiletry drive, where I made toiletries accessible to students in financial need within our school.
Amanda has been a great role model. Amanda has exceptional intelligence, both emotional intelligence as well as organizational intelligence, and she's extremely hardworking and tenacious.
So my biggest motivation is that I really like to help people and create awareness both in my school and in my local community. And I'm really passionate about the gender gap in STEM, so I have worked quite a bit to try and help close that gender gap within my community.
I see Amanda having incredible impact, and I see Amanda making a difference in the lives of many people.
My accomplishments at school have been excellence in math, and the motivation that helped me to get excellence in math was through my teachers. They really helped me get me to that goal.
One of Leo's biggest accomplishments, I believe, is just the ability to be able to connect with his peers and his teachers. He is just so genuine and so polite and so respectful that he's just able to connect with everybody, which makes him just a truly inspiring person in that he can connect with you.
Aaliyah has been a very big personality here at James Robinson. She's got a ton of leadership in so many different roles in the school, but she has inserted herself with her own initiative in many areas of the school, from our recess rangers through to our kindergarten helpers to reading with students, and has also taken the initiative to start up our yearbook committee this year.
So at the beginning of the year, we were told of the leadership team. And in that leadership team, there's multiple initiatives that we carried out. So the first one was being the Robinson Ranger. So we basically go outside and help with the little kids, and if they're having problems, to help them solve them. And the Mindful Minute is one of our newer initiatives that we started to help people just take a minute and breathe after recess twice a week. My parents have always told me that success isn't just your grades. It's about how being a good person and helping the others around you. And I think just not just being happy with what you're doing.
At Trudeau, we celebrate Love Week, and we look at all the different forms of love, and we celebrate love in all ways.
So Love Week was an initiative that our council started 2 years ago, and when we started the event, we wanted to have a week where we celebrate and recognize a different social issue and identity every single day. Diversity is Our Strength video is a video we created for the Ontario Student Leadership Conference film contest. That's a conference that Student Council attends every single year. So that year we wanted to create a video that spoke of youth in Canada. And through those experiences and through those conversations, we realized that truly there's so many things that youth in this country have accomplished. So we wanted to recognize that in this video.
And as one of our co-presidents for Student Council, Victor attends our administration meetings, our leadership team meetings every week, and he sits with all of the adults in the room, and his voice represents the student voice.
My greatest accomplishments here at Westmount would be all of the work that I've done for the student-run club, the SHIELD Initiative. I've been a part of it for 3 years now, and I'm the head of our media department. I've had the honor of seeing the impact it has on families and the dozens of children's lives that we've affected who are in the hospital and going through difficult recoveries, knowing that sort of students are there and putting their energy into their lives. This year I'm the editor-in-chief of our yearbook committee, and I've been an editor for the past 3 years, so I've put a lot of energy into that club as well.
Daniela has been involved in the SHIELDS initiative, and she's been really instrumental in allowing that program to succeed and grow and flourish. It is because of her that the program continues and that so many students have had access to these mobility aids. She is very creative and hardworking. She gets excellent marks, but on top of that, she's very diligent. And then outside the classroom, she's also involved in our school and community, and she works at giving back to other children who have health concerns. And so it really makes her a special human being.
I guess the motivation through all of the grueling late nights and the blood, sweat, and tears, it's never really been about me or receiving recognition or getting praise or anything. It's always been knowing that I'm making a difference in a way.
I'm in the STEAM club with 7 other people, and we do a club for the grades 1s to 4s, and they come in and we do some activities. And I'm also in the Ignite club, and we go to grades 4 to 6 classes, and we talk to them about inclusion, and we learn about math and French.
It was her ideas that she took from other students, and she organized the STEAM group into creating activities and challenges for younger students. So she came forth and had ideas about what kind of challenges the students would be interested in doing, and then plan the materials and how to organize the time with the students. The STEAM Club is an initiative that was offered to Alexis, but she has taken it while listening to the other students and their ideas and molded it into something that is reflective of the student population at Glad Park.
I think that I've helped other people learn new things with STEAM Club, working together, and for Ignite, teaching other people how important it is to include people and learning new things.
I nominated Max because of his willingness to overcome all the obstacles that he's always had in his way, his barriers, He's got a positive outlook on life, and every time anybody sees him, he is always up for whatever challenge comes his way.
My accomplishments are just getting good grades, helping out with best buddies, and helping out with the overall York Music community.
Everybody knows Max in the school. And they're willing and able to talk to him ongoing, and he is very engaging in everything that he does.
Taylor has shown a tremendous amount of strength and courage, both physically, mentally, emotionally, to be able to overcome some of her setbacks this year. That takes a tremendous amount of strength, and to be able to focus still. Taylor is involved in every sport team, so cross country, volleyball, basketball, junior basketball, both teams, male and female. She's in concert band, she's in jazz band, she's in Me to We, she's a library helper, she's in Red Maple. She makes the announcements every morning, she fills in when people are sick. She has helped deliver pizza. She is always around our school helping, whether it's babysitting after school when our principals are putting on a parent council event. Taylor can be found.
I have developed better relationships with my peers and teachers. They trust me to do things, and they ask me for help and to do certain tasks, and a bunch of leadership opportunities around the school. I want to encourage my peers to do their best, because I know that if you work hard towards something that you really want, you can get what you want.
I came to Canada in grade 9, and my family sacrificed a lot to let me come here. Currently, I'm in the school council and the president, and before I have been the president of the Hand in Hand Club, the photographer and game setup coordinator for Thornhill SS Council, and I have been in part of tech crew and other clubs as well. So Hand in Hand Club is a cultural club based on, it's created to celebrate the cultures and traditions from all sorts of different cultures to help create a safe and comfortable environment for the newcomer visa students.
Bob has had many responsibilities and had to work with a variety of people. In addition, he has also helped facilitate a new role at our school to give our ELLs a voice. We now have 2 ELL senators, and these students represent our English language learners at our school to give them a voice when before they may have been overlooked. He's really a role model for many of our visa and our students and our newcomers. He's an example of what generosity, hard work, and perseverance can really achieve.